Okay, great. The next thing we want to talk about is let us see how we can assign permissions for different users within the console. As you might have noticed that these users were not able to, when you try to access the list of the trails or probably the buckets you might have created under the S3 service, they were not able to have that ability to do that. They were unable to, see the list and so on. So we want to learn how to assign permissions, and this can be done via the admin console, assigning permissions directly to these users. How do we go about that? And after signing in as the admin, as logged in as the admin here, we'll use the IAM service just here, and we click on IAM. This allows us to now assigning policies. You can either assign policies to users or to groups. Policies can be attached directly to a group and it automatically affects every member of that group. It can also be attached directly to a member of a particular group without affecting all of the persons or all of the users within that group. So under users, you can click on users on the left hand side. We have I am AI allow, I am web of artisan. All of these are different users. Let's say for allow, let me click on allow, and we want to assign a policy to this person. Now, there are two possible methods of assigning permissions or policies. Either you use a ready-made policy that has been drafted by AWS, or you customize this using the inline policy tab. So I'll walk you through both and I'll let you see how it works. So under the permissions policies, you see add permission just here. You can click on the drop down, you find add permission, create a line policy. You click on add permissions, it gives you these options to attach policies directly, and this allows you to attach over 1,400 different policies that we have on AWS to this particular user. So, say for example, we want this user to have the ability to, create, delete buckets here and there. We can just type in S3, and it gives us all the permissions that are related to S3 by filtering it out here. You see that this talks about Amazon DMS Redshift S3 rule, Amazon S3 full access, Amazon S3 objects lambda, you know, Amazon S3 read only access, Amazon S3 tables full access. All of these are different kinds of accesses. And these are usually defined by, the kind of project you want to carry out. It's all of these are defined even before the architecture of the AWS. So, say for example, this user I want to attach a full S3 access to this person. I'll check that. And say for EC2, I also type in EC2 as well. I also grab the specific Amazon EC2 full access. And we've been able to do that. Two policies have been checked, and we want to click on next, and we want to say add permissions. Now you see that two permissions have been added to this particular user. So let us see if this IAM allow will be able to have that permission as we have configured. So let us sign in as allow. I'll sign out now from the admin console and sign in as allow so that we can see how this works. So I'm signing in as allow. This user has been assigned permission to have full access to the S3 as well as the EC2 instances. And so let's see. Let us try to this is S3. Click on that. So you see that this person now has access to all the lists of these buckets, and um, unlike in the previous one, we try and attempted to create a bucket, he was unable to have access to this list. So we will create a bucket now. Don't forget, an alert will still be created, even though he or she will be able to create a bucket. So we're creating a general bucket. Let's say test buckets. let's say after a lot to differentiate it, and we'll leave all of these as they are, and we want to give a create bucket. Okay, successfully created buckets. See, this person was able to create a bucket, but let's see if an alert will be triggered. Now, an alert has been triggered 4:01 p.m., 4:01 p.m. An alert is triggered. So this is the alarm that was triggered. So this person, now you might ask that what is the difference between this alert and the initial alert? And I'll show you the difference now. Is that the first one failed. The person was unable to create the alert, but this one succeeded. And let us read through this script. Um, the timestamp, region, detail, user identity. Um, this is I am allow tab ID access keys, username is this, context. So creation date was this, and NF authenticated false. Um, so username that I met was create buckets. Uh, so first, okay, so we've been able to verify this, and let's check the previous one, and let's see the difference. So under displays, uh, you would see that now this is the version, everything seems the same. Version days is this, energy authenticated false as well. Um, now you'll see that there was an error code here. There's an error code access denied. Error message user allow is not authorized to perform S3 print bucket on resource this because no identity-based policy allows the S3 create bucket action. But in this, we didn't get that. In this, so you'll see that create bucket configuration, location, Ohio, and the bucket name is test to get it. So this is the difference, and this is how to attach policies when using the predefined policies by AWS.